From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Thursday, June 30th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. Jesse Oliveri of Ashland is in jail near Washington, D.C., and he'll stay there until his case is heard. Oliveri walked up to the gate of the White House with a gun. He was ordered by Secret Service agents to drop his gun, but refused and was shot back in May. Agents said he told them that he was there to shoot people. A judge ordered Oliveri remain jailed while his case proceeds. There is no word when his next court appearance will be. A budget mess in the Hazleton Area School District. Taxes will increase for some counties while they will decrease for others. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more from Hazel Township.
Last night, the Hazleton Area School Board voted 5-4 in favor of Option 1 among 4 possible budgets for the 2016-17 school year. Business manager Tony Reba explains the budget's impact on taxes.
We had 4 options that we presented tonight to the board. The board selected option 1. What that does, and everybody's interested in what that does for our tax rates. For option 1 that was approved, our tax rate for Luzerne County will stay the same. Schuylkill County will go up, and Carbon County will go down slightly for the tax rates. Again, we did approve our homestead exclusion as well. We have about 19,000 properties that qualify for the homestead exclusion. It's for your primary residence. We have about 400 properties less for next year, so the homestead exclusion is going up about $10. So just speaking in terms of Luzerne County, again, the tax rate stays the same, so with that homestead exclusion, there will be a slight decrease for Luzerne County taxpayers. Again, Schuylkill County will go up slightly, and Carbon County will drop slightly.
The board had a tough budget year, but luckily they did not have to borrow any money.
We've been working on the budget since January pretty much. It's been a tough budget year. Funding has been tight. So, we've been meeting again for about 6 months, made some hard cuts, but, we're going to go into next year where this budget option that was selected, we're using about $1.5 million out of our fund balance to balance the budget. So we're lucky enough, our district, that we've been able to build up a fund balance. We still have some. There's several districts that don't have any fund balance left. With this whole budget impasse that happened over the past year, we didn't have to borrow money. We're able to, narrowly sneak by, but pretty much we're going into next year with our budget approved.
Also approved last night was the purchase of 12 tasers. Hazleton Area School District Chief of Police Ed Harry says it's a liability for the district to not have tasers.
Right now, the school district has no options available for an intermediary force. We have the very bottom of the force continuum, which is mere presence, and we have the very top of the force continuum, which is lethal force, which is our firearms. At this point, the district has nothing in between and no equipment or options in between that we can use to overcome any type of force or a threat. So what we're trying to do is give the officers the ability to fill that gap and have options available to them so that they don't have to resort to deadly force.
In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Aaron Harvey.
Thank you, Aaron. 5 men and 1 woman were arrested today in Wilkes-Barre for drug violations. Wilkes-Barre police served a search warrant on a South River Street home where they found 10 bricks of heroin and around $1,200 in cash. Pennsylvania State Police assisted Wilkes-Barre police with a search at 520 South River Street. City code enforcement personnel were called to the home and posted it unfit for residents due to violations that are health and building related. The position of airport manager has led to a battle over powers in Hazleton. Mayor Jeff Cassett recently appointed Donald Miller of Avoca to the job. He'd been a part-time employee at the Hazleton Municipal Airport. Cassett says and Public Service Director Ralph Sharp decided Miller should fill the role, but City Council says it should have had a vote. President Jack Mundy notes that when former Mayor Joe Yanuzzi hired Steve Simchak for the same position, it was put to council. Mundy says the same thing should have happened here. According to a job description that Cassett signed on April 11th, Miller will receive $30,000 per year as the airport manager. A new bridge on Route 903 in Jim Thorpe will open on Friday. PennDOT says that's ahead of schedule. The $29 million project to replace the old bridge has been planned for at least a dozen years. Work began a couple of years ago. The bridge runs over the Lehigh River, Lehigh Canal, Reading Blue Mountain Northern Railroad, and Norfolk Southern Railroad. It is named after Sergeant Andrew A.J. Baddock. He was a Jim Thorpe native and a 1997 graduate of Jim Thorpe Area High School. He was killed in action during his tour of action with the U.S. Army when he dove into a canal in Iraq to rescue a soldier who had plunged into the water during a mortar attack. The new bridge will be open for traffic by midday Friday, when the old bridge will be permanently closed. For the first time since adopting home rule, Luzerne County's annual audit will be done on time, and a draft version of it shows there's a surplus. Luzerne County ended 2015 $7.6 million in the black. That's according to the draft audit prepared by the accounting firm Baker Tilly Virchow Cross. Most of that comes from the refinancing of long-term debt and the sale of county properties. The surplus will help bring the county's general fund deficit down to about $9.4 million from $16.9 million. The debt is money the county owes from long-term borrowing. That debt was about $282 million as of December 31st of 2015, according to the draft of the audit. It had been close to $470 million 10 years ago. UGI will begin a natural gas main replacement project in Wilkes-Barre the week of July 11th. It will replace about 2,845 feet of existing steel and plastic gas main with high-density plastic. It will involve Stanton Street between the Park Avenue Hazel Street intersection and High Street, Harkins Lane from Griffith Lane to Erie Street, Griffith Lane between Stanton Street and Harkins Lane, and Erie Street between Stanton Street and Harkins Lane. The project is expected to last approximately 7 weeks and is expected to be completed by the end of August. Work will be done between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, of course, weather permitting. There doesn't appear to be a budget standoff in Harrisburg this year. The state Senate passed a state budget on Wednesday. It totals around $31.5 billion. It includes a roughly 5% spending increase, new money for education, and $1 a pack increase in the cigarette tax, along with expanding gambling. It is very similar to a version passed by the House a day before. The biggest difference is the Senate version also includes new money for secondary education. Neither version contains a broad-based tax increase. The amended version goes back to the House today. If it passes there, it's on to the governor's desk. There are indications that he'll sign it. The budget deadline is tomorrow. The 113th annual Six-County Firemen's Convention Parade took place last weekend, and WYLN taped the parade in its entirety. The dates and times of the rebroadcast are up on your screen now. The parade is an hour and a half long and features fire departments and companies from Columbia, Lackawanna, Luzerne, Montour, Northumberland, and Schuylkill counties. The parade was hosted by WYLN's Gary Perna, along with past Six-County President and current Hazleton City Fire Chief Donald Leschko. A new season of Warrior Summit Outdoors premieres this holiday weekend on Sunday, July 3rd, nationally on U2 America and right here on WYLN. The new 13-week season is action-packed with host Staff Sergeant Eric Olson and other combat veterans participating in activities from long-range rifle shooting, falconry, stock car racing, and much, much more. And another exciting addition to this season, this Sunday's episode debuts WYLN's unmanned aircraft cameras for some spectacular aerial views. To learn more about the season of Warrior Summit Outdoors, visit www.couragehealsthesoul.com or check them out on Facebook at Warrior Summit Outdoors. Time now for a first look at our forecast. The weekend is almost here and plenty of celebrations will be taking place for the 4th of July. But what can we expect weather-wise? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Yeah, it's looking pretty nice as we head into the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But before we get to that, we're going to have to deal with some showers and thunderstorms in our forecast. I'll let you know when they're going to get here and what we can expect for the big holiday weekend. Stick around, I'll have a lot more for you in just a bit. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, a company has donated a time and effort to create a platform trailer for a now famous tank in Berwick so it can head to different events in the area. Plus, Wilkes-Barre's Farmers Market is now underway. We'll hear from the vendors and those who love to come each and every year. All that and more coming up here on WYLN News. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kibasi festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA. S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
A lot of time and effort has been put into helping a historic tank from Berwick get from place to place. WYLN News intern Mike Gilbert has more from Berwick.
This is our history coming back to life. It was made here. It was made in '42. It saw action in Italy. The British were using it, and it's home now. So we're really excited about that.
This is David Kovash. What's he referring to? Stuart, a tank used in World War II, built in Berwick and brought home 12 years ago. Yesterday, the Stuart Tank Memorial Association brought the artifact to life. In a matter of seconds, the crowd heard the roars of the tank. The two volunteer mechanics were able to get the tank running the night before the ceremony, unbeknownst to Kovac.
I had a pretty big smile on my face. I went, well, that's just like Donnie and Scott. Someday we think we'll have it prepared that we'll be able to take it in a parade and really show it off.
Of course, making it possible for the tank to be transported are the workers at Cheetah Chassis, a flatbed and trailer company in Berwick who donated about 150 hours of labor to construct a trailer for Stuart. They made it in exchange for 1 penny, and the builders were able to sign their names on the trailer afterward.
Our plan was to help them build the trailer at no cost or a penny, and then that way now they can take it to the parades, they can take it to the fairs or wherever they want to, and hopefully they'll be able to raise enough money to continue the restoration.
Speaking of events, next week the Memorial Association, led by event coordinator Kristen Bogash, is planning to bring Stewie the Tank to a World War II reenactment.
I'm a World War II reenactor, so it really means a lot to me to be able to be involved with it, and not only be involved with the event, but to bring a Stuart tank home and have it present at the event.
Many citizens of Berwick have told me that Stuart is Berwick. They're certainly treating the World War II tank that way, dedicating themselves to getting the machine fully operational for future parades, reenactments, and events. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Mike Gilbert.
Thank you, Mike. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, a look at this year's Wilkes-Barre's Farmers Market. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
Come on, Sergeant Ducey, let's go for a walk.
Overall, a nice day across northeastern Pennsylvania. We have the sunshine mixed with some clouds. Temperature-wise, not too bad. We're going to see a gradual warming trend across our area, but before we get to the weekend, we have to deal with some showers and thunderstorms coming into play as we go into tomorrow. But then after that, things shaping up to be much nicer for the 4th of July holiday weekend. Onto the graphic for you in terms of temperature-wise. We're still in the mid to upper 70s outside, and those dew point numbers in the 50s. So walking outside, it feels pretty decent. You don't have a lot of the humidity that we often contend with throughout the summertime months. And we do have a little bit of a breeze out there that is currently blowing. Temperature-wise for the day, how we fared out, we got up to 78, an early morning low of 57 degrees. And again, the winds really have not been even a factor whatsoever. In fact, we've only come in with a wind gust of about 10 miles per hour. Onto the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. It is nice no matter wherever you go. It's 83. Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 74 in Mount Pocono, 81 in Williamsport, 76 out there in central PA, and 79 degrees in Pittsburgh. And again, those winds, these are just sustained winds. They're practically non-existent for the most part, 5, occasionally 10 miles per hour. But again, a little bit of a breeze out there, low humidity values, and comfortable temperatures. So what can we expect the next several days? It's looking pretty nice going into the weekend. But before that, some showers and thunderstorms coming into play for tomorrow. Other than that, we'll see a mix of clouds and sunshine, and then a lot of sunshine for our Saturday and our Sunday. In the 70s, near 80 for Sunday. 4th of July looking pretty good, a mix of sun and clouds. We'll be up into the 80s. Many areas will be in the mid to upper 80s as we start going into next week. Tuesday, partly sunny, about 83 degrees. Wednesday and Thursday, things looking pretty nice as well. A mix of sun and clouds. And again, the only chance of some rain over the next 7 days will only get here for tomorrow. But again, it's not going to be a complete wash up. I'll keep the umbrella handy. And then those overnight lows, for the most part, are generally dropping down into the 50s to near 60 degrees. Stick around. We'll have a lot more for you coming up after the break.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now helping to solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
A musical salute to all who serve will be broadcast on WYLN Monday, July 4th at 6 p.m. The show features the outstanding talent of the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, as well as featured soloists. Narrated by Staff Sergeant Eric Olson, host of the WYLN TV show Warrior Summon Outdoors. Watch A Musical Salute to All Who Serve, presented by WYLN, commercial-free, on July 4th. Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
If you are in the market for some great produce, you should stop by the Wilkes-Barre Farmers Market next Thursday. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
Today was the first day of the 2016 Farmers Market in Wilkes-Barre. The market is located on Public Square and will run every Thursday from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. until November 17th. The market has many vendors selling their produce, including Albert Broyen from Broyen's Produce in Nescapek.
To sell my produce. I've been up here, this is probably about 35 years, and I love it here. And I love the people. They came and they come and they buy my produce, and that's what it's all about.
With their wide variety of locally grown produce, Broyen's is bound to have the vegetable you are looking for.
We have cantaloupe, watermelon, peaches, plums, all kind of peppers. We have sweet peppers, hot peppers, cucumbers, pickles, broccoli, cauliflower, the complete line. We have the complete line of produce.
The Holy Annunciation Monastery in Sugarloaf has a stand at the market to raise money for the sisters.
Holy Annunciation Monastery has a stand here at the Wilkes-Barre Farmers Market every year, and this is my first day helping them at the stand. We've got bread and soap and baked zucchini breads and kolache, which are stuffed pastries, for sale, and we're hoping to raise some money for the sisters.
The monastery will definitely be at the market in July and August.
This is something that we do a lot, outreach programs and things to make people aware of the monastery. They are in Sugarloaf, Pennsylvania, and they set up bake sale stands in different places. We have one in Scranton that we do twice a year to raise money for them, and this is just another one of those opportunities to come out into the community a bit.
A popular stand, Notice Euros, has been in business for nearly 25 years.
We have gyros, we have shish kebabs, Greek salads, baklava, spinach pie. We've been in business for about 25 years now. We was the first vendors to come in the valley with the Greek food.
McFarland says his stand is something different than just Burger King or McDonald's.
It's always good to help the people, feed the people, let the people introduce themselves to new foods, different foods. You know, nowadays you can go to McDonald's, Burger King, and everywhere else and get the same thing every day. Here down here on the square, we come here to try to, serve the people different stuff, from the spinach pies to the Greek desserts, the baklavas, to the grape leaves, the mans. That's what they're called, the mans, with the grape leaves. But like I said, we're here to just, feed the people, help the people feel welcome.
Again, the farmers market will run every Thursday from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. on Public Square until November 17th. In Wilkes-Barre, for WYLN News, I'm Erin Harvey.
Thank you, Erin. Communities around the country will be celebrating the 4th of July with traditional fireworks displays. Around our area, we've compiled a list of where you can catch those fireworks displays. Hi, I'm Ann Gownley, News Director at WYLN, and being able to volunteer my time and give back to the community in which I work and to those family members of mine who have been struck by cancer, it means so much to give back to the community as a volunteer.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You'll meet Juan, who had a motorcycle injury way back when he was a teenager that came back to cause some problems for him later on in life. Now, with great chiropractic care, he's better. His daughter's getting help. His son goes for wellness. We just have to get his wife in. Their story this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Coastal Carolina just defeated Arizona to win the College Baseball World Series. But as we prepare to enter July, the diamond still filled from Little League all the way up, including the International League. Wednesday, first place Scranton Wilkes-Barre taking on the Chiefs of Syracuse. On this episode of Bad Ballpark Dancers, 567,000, this guy happy for a warm day in Syracuse, not because his team is good. The Rail Riders are, though. Top 7 up 5-2, Donovan Solano. It would have scored 1, but the Little League error helped Scranton Wilkes-Barre notch 2 on the play. Solano all the way to 3rd. It's a 5-run frame. In the 8th, Jonathan Diaz yanks a 4-baser. That one's way out. Luis Severino strong again on the mound, and the Rail Riders complete the sweep 11-2. The final. The Iron Pigs trying to avoid the sweep, hosting Columbus. Clippers get 1 in the 1st, the 2nd. Michael Choice chooses to say goodbye to that baseball. The solo shot off David Buchanan. 3-0 the lead in the fourth. Joey Butler crashes the lawn party. Another solo shot off Buchanan, his 7th homer of the season. The offense continues to lag for Lehigh Valley. They drop it 5-2. Tonight, the Rail Riders, they're 18-10 in June, look to close out the month with their 5th straight victory, traveling to Buffalo for a 7:05 first pitch with the Bisons. The Pigs, now 3 games back, they begin a 4-game set with Charlotte. You can watch the series opener at 7:05 on WYLN. Last week, Matt Stankiewicz was named the new athletic director at Penn State Schuylkill. We know he excelled on the gridiron at both Blue Mountain and Penn State. Now we get to know more about Stank.
When I went to Penn State, my teammates thought, because of my last name and the way I spoke, they thought I was European. No, I'm from Pennsylvania, Eastern Pennsylvania. In Schuylkill County, we have a little bit of a dialect, the way we approach words and say words. Of course, I don't hear it, but other people do hear it, and Joe would toss the ball with us. Well, there's a lot of times Joe would want to take a snap from me. So the one time I snapped the ball to Joe, and I did it really, really slow. And he goes, "Stank, I'm not dead yet." So I had to snap the ball really hard to him. Oh, I could crush that now. I'm 55 pounds lighter. Well, okay, that's like 5. Well, okay, when you get tested at the combine, that's laser time. Okay. So if you do hand time, you have to take off 0.2. So hand time, that's probably like around a 5.2. When I was around 300 plus, I'm around 250 now. I think I could probably get maybe like a 4.9 hand time, maybe a 4.8. Yep.
For the full get-to-know feature on Matt Stankiewicz and all of our other bonus content, visit our Facebook page at WYLN Pressbox. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
This week on Topic A, we are talking all about the J.W. Cooper Community Center. We'll reflect on its time as a high school and elementary school and what the committee is looking forward to the new community center and when they think it could be done. Plus, we're going to talk about a gala night that is sure to be a night many will remember. This week on Topic A, only on WYLN.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
Well, we got some showers, thunderstorms coming into our area for tomorrow, but then as we go into the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, things looking very nice, a gradual increase in temperatures throughout the days. And going into next week, it looks like it should be dry with a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures, for the most part, getting up into the 80s. Some areas will be in the mid to upper 80s. Nighttime lows generally in the 50s.
All right, sounds good. So that weather is definitely holding out for those fireworks
so far,
displays
so good.
and all the outdoor picnics. But once again, we will have those full list of the fireworks displays up on our Facebook page. So if you'd like to check them out and you're not sure where to go, or if you want to check out some new ones, check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/WYLN News. Have a good night, everyone.